So, over the past couple weeks, we've talked about the Oklahoma Sooners needing a big win, and that's exactly what they got today against ranked Kansas. We need to break down what happened, react to the game, and talk about how Oklahoma came out of here with a big win. Before we can, as always, y'all know the drill. I have got to hear from you. Hop down to the comments. Give me a Y for yes or an N for no. Are you excited about how Oklahoma got this victory? And let me know what you're thinking. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell notification because I do constant college football content. You don't want to miss any of it. And if you enjoy this content, be sure to like and comment down below as those interactions are massive. But having said all that, let's jump right into this. And first and foremost, we talked this week about Oklahoma needing to take advantage of the opportunity that was in front of them in Kansas, a team that college football has been watching because they've been one of college football's more exciting teams. Now, unfortunately, last week, starting quarterback for Kansas, Dillion Daniels, went down to injury against TCU, but Jason Bean came in and had a good game against TCU, threw for 262 yards, threw for 4 touchdowns to 1 interception, and Bean is someone that has college football experience even before Kansas, and last year played the Oklahoma Sooners very well. So even though Dillion Daniels wasn't going to be there, you were still going up against a team that had a dangerous rushing attack, that had an experienced quarterback that had played well the week before, and had played Oklahoma well last week, and Oklahoma was devout of any momentum, but that did not stop the Oklahoma Sooners from having a great performance today. Let's start on the offense, because this is an area where I've been defending the Oklahoma Sooners a little bit, and I've been defending Dillion Gabriel. I've admitted that the one area, if you wanted to talk about wanting to see more consistency, maybe in the deep shot, but outside of that, I thought Dillion Gabriel has been pretty solid for the Oklahoma Sooners and has given them opportunities to take advantage of offensively, and that's exactly what we saw today. What a coming back party from Dillion Gabriel. 403 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and that interception was just super unfortunate. The wide receiver kind of stopped on the route. More of a miscommunication than a straight up error. Dillion Gabriel had a really good day, but it wasn't just relegated to Dillion Gabriel. Eric Gray continues to have a great year. On the day, 20 carries, 176 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he's just showing week after week that he wants to be the guy, and he's proving he has all the ability to do so. Eric Gray has been such a bright spot for this Oklahoma offense, and today had a real big coming out party. He was huge. But we also saw Javonte Barnes, the freshman who so many people are high on, get 21 carries, and he shows flashes of exactly why so many people around the program are excited for his future. The Oklahoma running back room was going today. It was a great thunder and lightning, a great 1-2 punch, and if you're Jeff Lebby, it was just a really solid response to the previous few weeks you've had, and especially the previous week, where not having Dillion Gabriel, that was a big hit to this Oklahoma offense, but we see what Dillion Gabriel gives when he's back. Marvin Mims had a big day, over 100 yards. Braden Willis had a big day, over 100 yards. So as a whole, the Oklahoma offense was clicking and they were able to get to 52 points. Now defensively, Oklahoma's defense got some big stops, but this is still a defense that's a work in progress, and I think this much is known at this point. And even though this Oklahoma defense may be a work in progress, if we actually look back, they were able to get some stops during the early portions of this game that allowed Oklahoma's offense to continue with the momentum and gain that separation, as opposed to Kansas being able to stay in the game. So at the end of this, even though Kansas put up over 40 points and they did so with their backup quarterback, one thing we have to acknowledge is that when some stops needed to be made, Oklahoma's defense made them and the offense capitalized on them. That's a point of growth, something you can take into the bye week, something that if you're an Oklahoma fan, you have to be very happy that the bye week is this week. But another area where you can look for positivity is that the offense was able to carry on that momentum. That shows that this Oklahoma team has talent. They just need to figure it out. And that's why I keep saying patience is needed with this Brent Venables team, both offensively and defensively. Now, offensively, they don't seem to be missing many beats when Dillion Gabriel is in there. He makes all the difference. But defensively, this is a defense that's a work in progress. And even though I keep saying that, they were still able to bottle up Kansas's rush attack far more effectively than they've been able to bottle up the previous opponent's rushing attack. And Kansas fielded a dangerous rush. So if you're Oklahoma, you do have to be encouraged. Now, why do I believe it's important that Oklahoma had a performance like this and then gets a bye? Well, multiple reasons. First and foremost, the stretch after this for Oklahoma is not going to be easy when you look at the teams they're going to play, and you need any positive momentum you can. Secondly, Going into a bye, you really would like to go into it once again with positive momentum so that you have some things you can build off of. And when we look, that's exactly what Oklahoma was able to do. They were able to get a win against a ranked team. They were able to stop a 3-game losing streak, and they were able to do so with an offense that looked potent after having no momentum the week before. So there is a lot of positive momentum OU can try and take through the bye and apply it as positive lessons for this team. At the end of the day, you have to be excited with how Oklahoma played. Offensively, they came out inspired and on fire after putting out 0 points last week. And defensively, like I keep saying, this is going to be a team that's a work in progress, but they got key stops at the early portion of this game that allowed the offense to really capture that momentum. So yes, even though Kansas was able to score 40-plus points on the Oklahoma defense, whenever some stops were needed to be made, they were able to make it to spring the offense forward. And that's really all you could ask for after the previous few weeks, which is why I'm really intrigued from hearing from all of you. Where do you think Oklahoma sits going into this bye week? I can't wait to hear from you. That's it. See ya.